The first thing when you're winter camping is the clothing. Make sure that you bring wool or synthetic or down, not cotton. Why is that important? Because I love my hoodies. Cotton is great. It feels comfortable. Love it, love it, love it. But when you're winter camping, there's a problem. The moment you get out there and you start digging in the snow, or you get wet from the snow, or maybe it rains, or maybe it's freezing cold and the wind blows snow on your hoodie or your sweater or whatever, and it starts to get wet, the cotton will soak up the water and it will hold it like a sponge. It actually holds it like a sponge. The fabric swells up and it keeps that cold water next to you. Compare that to wool, where wool can actually hold something like 30% of its weight, but how the fabric works in wool is cotton is kind of spongy actually. It absorbs water like a sponge. You ever gotten a t-shirt wet and it's crazy. But wool, on the other hand, is made of hair fibers that interlock, and they don't really hold that much water, and they hold it away from your skin. Compare that to cotton, which holds water like a sponge because it ends up being with these hollow sort of fibers that kind of get weak and soak up water. That will keep you cold. That's the first mistake. The second mistake is using the wrong sleeping bag. Yes, this sleeping bag is rated to 30 degrees, and you think, oh, it's going to be warm winter camping. It's March, it's April, should be no problem. Oh, I've made that mistake a couple times in my life. I talk about the mistakes in my book, The Motivated Amateur's Guide to Winter Camping. And let me tell you, don't do it. Just because your sleeping bag is rated to whatever temperature. That's, this guy's rated to 25, 30 degrees. And I think, oh, no problem, I'll be able to handle just right around freezing. No, that is a recipe for a cold, miserable night. Whatever the forecast says, let's say it says 30 degrees or minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 1 degree Celsius, and you think, yeah, my 30 degree bag will keep me comfortable. No, it won't. I would go out with my 0 degree Fahrenheit or minus 19 degrees Celsius bag, and then I will be fully confident, because I have made the mistake before of trusting the weatherman or weather lady or whatever and going out thinking, yeah, no problem. And then the clouds clear out, the temperature plummets, I put my camp in a place I shouldn't in a valley, and all of a sudden, instead of 30 degrees, it's like 10 degrees or minus like 10 degrees Celsius, and I'm freezing. So I have made that mistake before, and I don't recommend it. So yes, if you're going to go winter camping, make sure your bag is rated a good 15 degrees Fahrenheit or 8 degrees Celsius lower than the lowest temperature you expect to encounter. The third mistake of winter camping is not testing your gear. When was the last time you actually fired up your stove that you're going to absolutely rely on to cook your food, but also to, more importantly, make water? Have you checked all the valves? Have you checked the seals? Is everything there? Maybe the pump. Let's see, where's my pump in here? Maybe you haven't tested this pump in 2 years and the rubber seals and O-rings are completely dead, but you just grab your gear, you go, and you think, no problem. Don't do it. I actually helped somebody on Denali last season, and this couple was up there and the shaker jet wasn't clearing, and the jet inside of their stove was completely loaded with carbon. Fuel was not coming out at all. Fortunately, I had a little repair kit, a special needle that you're going to need, and I was able to help them save their expedition. But they didn't test their gear, and boy, that would have sucked, because their expedition would have been over. There's no way to fix that without that little needle. So always test all your gear. Just because you used it last month, last year, whatever, don't think that something hasn't gone wrong. Maybe your cat peed on it or your kid played with it. Who knows? Stuff just happens. The next mistake that people make is not bringing enough food and the right sort of food. When you are camping in the winter, it takes a lot more calories to keep you from shivering cold. It just simply does. A couple light little protein bars, it ain't going to cut it. Also, you're going to need a better balance of light carbs, heavy carbs, protein, and fat when you go winter camping. I know a lot of people do a carnivore diet or the keto diet or vegan or whatever, but just be aware, in winter camping, you are going to need lots of energy pretty quick, and then you're going to need slow burn energy from proteins and fats. Chowing down that fat or the protein bar you bought at Costco, thinking, yeah, I'm going to power up in 10 minutes. Oh, that won't hit you for anywhere from 3 to 8 hours. Same thing with those fat bars. In winter, you need a lot more water. Thinking you're just going to bring a 1-liter bottle winter camping, don't do it. Bring twice as much as you think you're going to need. I usually go with 3, if not 4 liters containers, and then I adjust as I go. Believe me, you can get super dehydrated. You'll get a booming headache. Your fingers will crack. You don't want that to happen. So make sure you bring adequate water. I've seen some people say, oh, I only need 2 bottles. What are you going to melt the snow in your stove and pot with? Yeah, that's not going to work. Trust me. And let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th thing, bringing in adequate ground insulation. A lot of people love using air mattresses in the summer because they're way more comfortable to sleep on than the Z-Rests or the foam pads or whatever. However, basic air mattresses for the summer do not have any extra insulation baffles in them, and you will again be doing this at night. Oh my gosh, I'm freezing, and you don't know why. This particular bag is my Thermarest. This is a specially designed bag for winter camping. It has extra baffles and it does much better. However, what happens when you accidentally poke a little bit of hole in this, or it's so cold that you're laying on your air mattress and you're freezing? That's why I always bring an extra foam pad to put on top. Some people say you need the silver up versus the silver down. I've tested both. I actually found the silver slightly colder, like true test, 10 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 9 degrees Celsius. Yeah, I didn't like the silver side, plus IR anyway. If IR goes through here and hits a silver layer, it bounces back too, so don't believe that. Now, that's the 5th thing. Don't make those mistakes. And I want to tell you, special offer right now. If you sign up for my mail list for AaronRLinstow.com, I'll put a link below. You will be entered to win a free copy, print signed copy of my new book, The Motivated Amateur's Guide to Winter Camping. I will do a drawing sometime in April after the contest closes from the publisher. Super sweet. Please sign up for my mail list. I write fiction, action, adventure, so making fictionalized real life. But the bigger thing is the Denali bundle, my 4-book pack here of winter camping, how to expedition, actually a story of me climbing on Denali, and how to keep your feet warm in the cold, are now available. Check out links below. That bundle is only available through the publisher and my website. This bundle is not available on Amazon, so do be aware of that, and the ebook will be ready very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave comments in the comment section about other questions you have, winter, summer camping, adventuring, travel. I will do my best to answer it. Thank you very much for watching.